It's billed as the Gumbo Festival of the Universe, and it is much like a small-scale US festival, but with a country flair. The annual event is a time to sit back and relax, listen to toe-tapping country music, and, well, let your hair down. But the main attraction comes from this 500-gallon pot.
Gumbo is sort of a cross between a stew and a soup, and you usually use seafood or like chicken and sausage.
Ladner says cooking enough gumbo for the 10,000 people who turn out for the festival is no small task. And for the cooks, the pressure is on.
You get a little nervous when it comes Gumbo Festival time. We're hard to live with. First thing that we use is the roux, which is flour and oil, and it's browned. That's your main ingredient.
Add to that 200 pounds of onions, many cases of celery, tomatoes, just the right amount of spices, and of course shrimp, and you've got what has to be the biggest pot of gumbo in the universe. The cooks are up at 4 each day of the festival, stirring and tasting, but all the hard work is apparently worth it.
It's the mighty nicest thing I've ever been to. That's some gumbo.
Ooh, good.
It is good, kind of hot.
The idea for the festival came from a priest who wanted to raise money for a church building.
We had to have one of three things. We were certainly going to be the first, we had to be the best, and we had to be the biggest. Either one of the three. And we tried to get all three of them and combine them all together, and I think we are that now.
So what started as a fundraiser for a small church has grown into a major cultural event here in South Mississippi. The sponsors of the first annual Biloxi Seafood Festival were all smiles today as several thousand people turned out at the International Plaza. The festival is part of a larger plan to boost tourism during what is normally the off-season here on the coast. In the future, tourism officials hope to have an event like today's Seafood Festival scheduled for each weekend during the fall.
It's sort of a test, and by working with the other people that have activities, by scheduling those on different weekends, then we can have an activity every weekend and properly publicized. We'll have tourism all winter long.
Roberts says the weather during the fall months is ideal for outdoor activities. Today's festival was designed to feature the coast seafood industry. 16 restaurants had a booth set up to feature their specialty, and there was plenty of gumbo and oysters to go around. Also, a large contingent of arts and crafts exhibits were on hand. Officials say the success of the first seafood festival, will mean even more restaurants will participate next year. I'm Ed Bryson, Newswatch 13.